President Trump announcing new steps to keep oil flowing through the Strait of Hormuz, posting on True Social, quote, "I have ordered the United States Development Finance Corporation to provide, at a very reasonable price, political risk insurance and guarantees for the financial security of all maritime trade, especially energy, traveling through the Gulf. This will be available to all shipping lines. If necessary, the United States Navy will begin escorting tankers through the Strait of Hormuz as soon as possible. No matter what, the United States will ensure the free flow of energy to the world."
Hallelujah. And the move comes as oil markets have been a little unsettled. The cost of crude settling above $74 a barrel, but pulling back off its highs of the session. And quite frankly, the reaction in the oil market, the energy market, and the stock market has been quite contained. Joining us now, Gulf Oil Senior Energy Advisor, Tom Kloza. Tom, great to see you. Put it in perspective, given the U.S.'s resurgence and our energy dominance, whether in fossil fuels, natural gas, liquefied natural gas, and in oil, we're certainly in a better position than we were even a year ago to endure this fight.
Yeah, I would say, Dagan, that we're the privileged continent, and we're privileged because we've got the cheapest natural gas in the world. We've got cheap crude now. It's about $7 below the price of Brent. That has quietly happened in the last few months. And we've got world-class refining. So, compared to other continents, we're in real good shape, and we can withstand these rises for the moment. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the escorts and with the insurance. We do need to get some flows restored from the Strait of Hormuz. They move about 16 million barrels a day of crude, about 5 million barrels a day of products and petrochemicals. And the U.S. doesn't need them, but the world does, particularly China and Asia and Europe as well.
As you reflect back on when this has happened before, Tom, I wonder how effective these insurance arrangements and escorts are. Are they the kind of thing that kind of have an immediate effect on oil coming back down? Is it sort of a partway there thing? I would imagine what you ultimately need is the U.S. government, the U.S. military saying the strait is secure and carry on so that the regular insurance guys can write their insurance and things can get back to normal.
Yeah, we'll find out shortly because we haven't had any transit through the waterway for a while. Now, they are jerry-rigging some things, like they can move crude oil out to the Red Sea through the port of Yanbu in Saudi Arabia. So there's going to be some actions that are taken. And again, it's going to impact the rest of the world much, much more than the United States. Here in the United States, I think we're going to see higher prices, but we're not going to see numbers like we saw in 2002 with the Ukraine invasion. The only way we would see that is if, and this is the scary part of what happened on the weekend, was Iran lashing out at friendly countries and lashing out at logistics and refineries in the Persian Gulf. That can be something we really have to contend with. And we learned in the Ukraine war that drones, which are tens of thousands of dollars in costs, can inflict billions of dollars in damage on petroleum infrastructure.
Talk about what we're looking at right now, given the move you've seen in crude oil futures here and even in the gasoline, RBOB gasoline, where retail prices are going to be going in the short run?
Well, we were about to see retail prices for gasoline increase by 10 to 25 cents because we've got the summer blends that are replacing the winter blends. It's summer on the West Coast and in portions of the country right now. It doesn't feel that way. So we were looking at 310 to 325, which is pretty nominal versus what we paid in the spring of most recent years. I do believe the stories about, I think the prices will drop as we get into the second half of the year. Crude oil is incredibly well supplied around the globe, and it was incredibly well supplied going into this, and gasoline was well supplied as well. The problems are probably for diesel, which was very tight worldwide, and for jet fuel in particular, and jet fuel on the West Coast. You got to book a flight now.
Okay, good advice. We will be watching all of it closely. Tom Kloza, thanks for being with us today. Good to see you.